1983 Ford Fiesta XR2. As you can see, it's finished in lovely gloss black. Really nice original car, this one. Original wheels, not been messed with, standard stereo, engine's totally standard. We'll start having a look at the bodywork to start with, and then we'll start it up and have a look at the interior, things like that. If you look down this driver's side, you can see it's lovely and straight all the way down. Now the current owner told me that as far as he knows, it's had front wings, and he reckons everything else is original. I'm looking at the car, I'm tending to believe him, or at least say he's definitely correct. But we'll go down, and obviously you can make your own judgment as we go. If we look at this front driver's wing, you can see that's all lovely and clean. The body kit, the arches, which quite often sort of sag here and there, fit really good all the way around. Nice and tight all the way around. It's not dried out, it's not cracked. Inside the arch itself, a little bit of mud from its last drive, but other than that, all good. Original pepper pot wheels. It's on matching Falcon tyres all round. Loads of tread. Nice recent tyres. They're not old or dried out or anything like that. Obviously the correct XR sticker pack all the way down, which is lovely. Quite often these start to peel with polishing and things like that. Lower part of the wing and everything's lovely and clean. Again, if we go underneath, a little bit of mud from its last drive, like I say, but other than that, really, really clean. As is that whole sill all the way down there. Nice sharp edge. Driver's door. Again, it's lovely and clean. Unfortunately, because it's very shiny and black, you're going to see more of my reflection than the car. So I apologise for that. We do have a very small mark just here. Tiny, tiny little mark. These are little spots from the polish. But that tiny little mark in the lacquer. Just under the wing mirror. Other than that, the bottom of the door, all lovely and clean. Above the sticker pack, really, really nice. Coming up this A-pillar, sort of seam down the bottom, which quite often can crack and rust. That's lovely. Coming up this pillar, that's all nice and clean as well. The roof, again, being black and 39 years old, you'd think it'll have the odd ripple or dent in it, but as you can see, we film these things in 4K, so you can get as much detail as possible, and you can see it's like a mirror. It's gorgeous, really, really good. All the way around this sunroof rubber. Nice and clean, no sign of any corrosion. We do have the original sunroof bag as well, which is nice. Gutter rails there, good as well. There's not even a sign of a speck of dirt in there, really, really good. Coming down this rear quarter, same story, really lovely and clean. That rear arch fits perfectly again. Another good pepper pot wheel and Falcon tyre. Again, that wing's really, really good. We can have a look from this side at just how smooth and flat these things are. Really, really good. Especially in here is all nice. Down this rear pillar, all good. Rear bumper sits lovely and straight. It's not sagging off to one side. Bumper corners on both sides. Nice and clean, no scuffs, not dried out or cracked. Same for this strip here. All good. Below the bumper, again, nice and clean, nice and tidy. Nice clean exhaust box. We'll have another good look underneath from here as well. You can see boot floor especially really good. No sign of any real corrosion or anything like that. Lovely and tidy. I did pop my head under it when it went up on the trailer. When we picked it up, it was really, really good. We do have a little mark in the paint just there under the plate on what looks to be the original dealer plates, International Ford in Broughton. Nice old number as well. Correct sticker pack, nice and clean. Both rear tail lights, nice and bright, no cracking, no sign of any moisture. Now 9 times out of 10 these spoilers have dried out and cracked by now, but this one, really, really good, nice and soft all the way along. Really, really good. Top of the deck lid, again all nice and clean around the wiper and everything. There's no sign of any corrosion or anything. Coming up and around the top of the screen, all lovely. Again, you can have a look at how flat that roof is as well. Heated rear screen, obviously. You can have a look before we open the boot as well. You've got the correct original parcel shop, but it's not faded, which is really rare. Again, if you look down this passenger side, same as the other side really, pretty much like a mirror all the way down. We do have, I saw it before, you might not even see it on the camera, there is a very small little ding just here. You can just see it if I flicker the camera about there. You can just see it. This rear arch, again, like the rest of them, fits perfectly. Another good wheel and Falcon tyre. All 4 tyres are matching as well, which is always a good sign for me. Lovely and clean down this rear quarter. Have a look at the sill on this side. We do have a little scuff just here, but I do think actually, to be fair, that would polish out. That sill, lovely and tidy all the way along. Wants a good wipe down because, like I said, there's a little bit of dust from its last drive out, but that's an easy enough thing to do. Passenger door, trying to find something wrong with it just to whinge about, but lovely and clean all the way along. Really good. This pillar's nice down the A pillar and around this end of the screen, really good. All the way around the windscreen is excellent. And again, we'll have another look at the sunroof round from here. Lovely and clean all the way around. No sign of any corrosion. All the glass nice and clear, Ford stamped as you'd want. So many Fords had their windows put out, but no, that's good. Both wing mirrors are good. All the glass is nice and clean. On this front passenger wing, again, lower half coming up. Lovely and clean all the way down. And your final matching fork and tyre. Onto the front, the original spec headlight, or spotlight, sorry, with the original main beam headlights as well. All lovely and clean. Front bumper's as good as the back, so both corners nice and clean, no scuffs on the corner, not dried out. And then obviously on the XR2 you had this lower skirt, which is lovely and tidy, lovely and straight. It's not been bashed or anything like that. Really good all the way along. You can see underneath again from there, there's no sign of any fluid dripping down or any nasty corrosion. The grille is lovely and clean, and the bonnet is pretty much the same as the roof. Really flat, really shiny. You actually, unless it's on a black car that's this clean, you don't even notice that little seam's there in the middle of them. Obviously they've all got that, but you don't notice it unless the car's as shiny as this. That's a good sign. We do have a little mark here where someone has polished through at some point. It's only very slight, you've got to get really close to see it. But it is there, it's worth pointing it out. Scuttle and along the bottom of the windscreen, that's all lovely and clean as well. Have a look on the inside. Totally standard interior, nice clean door card. Driver's seat is really good. Normally they wear down the outside bolsters, as you'll know, but that's really good. You've got a very faint crease just there. But actually, to be fair, if I flatten that down and leave it in the heat, that'll probably disappear. Carpet set is lovely and clean. Got your original Ford mats everywhere. Front ones have got a little bit of dirt and a bit of wear on them, but that's what you'd expect. They've protected the carpet underneath, which is lovely. You can have a look at the, obviously you can see around that serial number, all lovely and clean. No sign of any corrosions coming through there. The rear bench, I don't think looks like it's been used hardly at all. It does look dirty on the camera, but that is just shadows. If we get nice and close, you can see just how clean that is all the way along. No sign of any dirt at all. There's no funny smells in here. Headlighting's fantastic. It's not sagging or anything. And we do have a couple of speakers on the corners of the parcel shelf there. They're sort of period correct, if you like. Grab the key and we'll have a look at the boot as we go. Nice touch as well as the ignition key also fits the boot and the locks. Normally you're on about 5 different keys by now, so that's nice to see. Underside of the boot, it's just as good as the outside, no sign of any corrosion, really good. This parcel shelf, like I said, not faded, lovely and clean. Underside's good. Like I mentioned earlier on, we do have the original envelope for the roof. So obviously the sunroof you can tilt or lift it out. Boot carpet, lovely and dark, lovely and clean. We'll lift that up and have a look underneath. Eventually, pull that out of the way. We'll have a look under here. So again, another correct pepper pot with a matching tyre. How many people go to the trouble of putting a matching tyre on the spare wheel when they change their tyres? Always a sign of really good ownership for me. And again, in here, lovely and clean. No sign of any moisture, no sign of any corrosion. Just what you want to see. At the passenger side, again, lovely clean door card. Door shuts on both sides, really good all the way around. It's never had as much of a belt closed on that, has it? Like I say, these original mats could do with a good clean. There's a little bit of wear on them here and there, but the carpet underneath is really good. The dash is great all the way along. Original stereo, it's not been messed with. 80,992 miles on this one. Steering wheel, no sign of any wear at all. It's really worn really well, this car, especially for a Ford in the early 80s. Really, really well. Passenger seat, pretty much the same story as the driver's seat, lovely and clean. Very small crease there, which again, if I flatten that out in the heat, I would almost guarantee that'll go. So yeah, lovely and clean in there. We'll pull the bonnet as we go. Inner wings, everything in there. Around the strut tops, lovely and clean. Doesn't look like it's had welding or any patches or anything like that, which is always nice to see. Bulkhead, lovely and clean as well. Underside of the boot lid, all these edges are lovely. Nice clean plaque as well. That's not been sort of messed with or painted over or anything like that. Nice clean standard engine. It's had a set of plugs at some point, but you can forgive that, I would say. Other than that, really nice and clean. We'll get it started up. So that's stone cold, no choke at all. Lovely and smooth. We'll give it a little rev. And again, you can see no sign of any smoke or anything coming out the back. So there you have it, 1983 Ford Fiesta XR2. If you've got any questions, please get in touch. You can come and see the car at any point. Just give us a shout and we'll book you in. If you can't get up to see it, maybe you're too far away, let us know. We can do video calls, we can send you extra photos, extra videos, answer any questions you might have. Whatever you need, just let us know. Thank you.